Hi, my name is Alexa, and I'm here with my cousin, Isaiah, and the date is December 17th, 2023, and we're recording this interview in Chicago, Illinois. Okay, so first off, how was your day so far?
It's alright. It's cold, but it's not too bad.
Okay, and then, first question. What are you proudest of?
I know it may not sound like much, but I actually say I'm proudest of finally paying off a good portion of my dues. I'd say I was like pretty far behind last month and even more behind like 5 months ago. So at least getting enough money to pay it off after working my ass off, pretty good.
Yep. Okay. When in life have you felt most alone?
There's been multiple times where I've felt alone in life, but I think the most loneliest I ever felt was like high school, which is ironic because I was surrounded by a lot of people that I knew and was cool with. But I guess I just couldn't really speak to anybody like personally, at least not to anybody in particular. It was just kind of felt alone. And it took me a while to really handle that.
I understand what you mean. I have to go. I feel the same way too. But like, have you found people now that you could be like?
I just found a way to handle it better. That's it.
Yep. Okay, but like.
I mean, no, I feel fine now. It's there's still times where it's that feeling, but for the most part, I have people that I'm still very comfortable with, so I know I'm not alone.
Okay. So, next question. How has your life been different than what you imagined?
Well, as a kid, I imagined I would at least be an architect, but obviously it's not happening now, so I'd say the expectation I had as a kid versus reality now definitely sucks. It blows, but even there was even times as a kid I never thought I would make it to an adult, and here I am now. It's not the best, but hey, I'm still living and I'm still enjoying life.
Yep. Okay, so if you could though, like, what would you like want to be? Stuff. Would you still want to be like an architect or have?
I've had different opinions over the years, and to be honest, I'm still not too sure as to what I would want to be now. The most coolest thing I ever thought of as a kid, I'm pretty sure everybody thought of, was being an astronaut. Only cause like just going out into space sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds awesome. I probably still would be that if that was like a job I could do. Cause like you're just going out into space, a nice, empty, beautiful looking area. Come on, that sounds nice. Sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd probably pick that.
If you could.
If I could.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's cool.
Okay. So, next question. If you could talk to your younger version of yourself, what would you say?
See, the first thing I would say is, don't be so impulsive, little bro. I was such an impulsive little kid. When I was younger, I was always getting into just nothing but fights because I was just like, my ego. Or it's not even the ego. It was just like fucking, I always felt like I was getting picked on. And I was, but there was ways I could have handled that better, I didn't have to always fight people for it. And I mellowed out a lot in high school, but it was still just like, I didn't want to always be so sensitive and shit. I think that was my problem. I just had so much shit going on. I didn't know how to handle my emotions. So I think if I could just kind of guide my younger self as to how, how to like handle the emotions and shit. Because it was rough in middle school and it was rough in high school. But now that I know what I know now, I think it'd be an important lesson to teach because I didn't really have good teachers on how to handle my emotions and shit.
Oh, so you didn't really have people to like show you how to like handle them better, I guess?
it was weird because like 7 therapists later, you'd think they'd help, but to be honest, there's only so much you could do for a person that's just on your payroll, basically.
That's true. But like, what would you recommend for like people like that? Like if like they had like the same situation.
Don't stress about it. Like, that's the problem I did as a kid. I just stressed about, what about just pleasing others and shit. I was always a people pleaser. And then when that didn't happen, I ended up just getting mad at everybody because, it was just like, that's just how impulsive I was. Don't stress about it. Don't sit here and try and break your back over people that aren't even worth it. It's literally just detrimental to your health, to your mental. It's just, it brings you down, basically. It brings you down. And, yeah, it's just like, sorry. It just weighs on you. And I think the older I get, the more I kind of start to realize that too. Get this over with.
Brandy's being a
little annoying.
just a little bit. Where did you grow up?
Here in Chicago. Take it how you will. I think it's what it is right now.
Mm-hmm. I think it's nice. I prefer to live here where I am, where we both grew up, kind of.
Yeah.
It depends, though. I didn't like the school.
No, I don't like it either. I think it's just because you share a school full of wannabe and real gangbangers. That's the problem.
Yeah. And then did you get into trouble? What was the worst thing you did?
Legally speaking, or like just trouble?
Just trouble.
Okay, so this is one time in school. Now I know I was in the wrong for this, but to be completely honest, I thought he took it. So I had this really nice pen that was like, I forgot how much it was, but it was like a super nice Uniball pen. It had like that ball cap thing at the end of it. Mm-hmm. It was like one of them fancy pens. And I swear to God, this kid fucking took it, bro. He took it out of spite. So I fought him during class. It wasn't even during class. It was like right when lunch break happened. The teacher walked out for like maybe, I think, 15, 20 minutes. And we just started fighting, bro. And I ain't even gonna lie. I got my butt handed to me a little bit because he had me on the corner. I was still punching him and shit, but he still had me by the neck, low key. And it only lasted for like a good maybe 14 minutes until one of the lookouts was like, yo, teacher's coming. And the problem is we were still going at it. And the teacher caught us. And long story short, me and him ended up kind of making up in detention. And my dad found out. And oh yeah, that was not a good night.
That was not a good night.
No, that was a pretty bad butt whooping.
Oh.
I got one from the homie at school, and then the one from my dad.
Amen. Oh, no. You okay, though?
No. I should have beaten his ass, but it's whatever.
Just for that pen?
You know what? I know it sounds dumb, but I know he stole it.
You know he stole it, and that's why it got you even more mad.
He did for real steal it. I know he did, but it's whatever. I'm not going to hold a grudge.
Okay. Last question. Did you enjoy school?
No.
Why didn't you enjoy school?
And not even just getting picked on in general. It was just like, I don't focus well in school, and I don't want to have to rely on medication to help me focus. I don't want to have to buy something for me to look at a piece of paper filled with words that's not even going to matter to me outside of high school. Because I'm right now, as I'm speaking, there's not a single thing that I can teach you about from my high school. And I learned a lot in high school. I learned how to do slope. I learned some shit about igneous rocks. What the fuck is that teaching me now? Nothing. I'm a UPS package handler. What do I have to learn any of this for? And my problem with school was that, like, it was just the struggle. And the only way for me to not struggle was, again, to fucking go through doctor appointments, buy some medication that was just basically making me wired. And I was sick of it. And I still had to do it in, like, after high school. And I did it a little bit in Joliet for the junior college for, like, maybe a semester. And then I gave up.
Yep.
Just not for me.
Makes sense.
Just not a school person.
Makes sense. Not everybody's a school person. But you're still okay, right? You're still doing good, you think?
I did average, I'd say. For somebody who didn't care about school, I'd say I was like a maybe 2.9 GPA.
Yeah, that's like average, I think.
Yeah, not definitely not good, but not the worst. Do I still recommend school? I'd say yeah. Even if I didn't like it, I would. If I ever have kids, I would probably still try and put them in because I'm not trying to go to jail. But because I think there's some stuff that school can teach you, and for the most part, if you don't like school for like the academics, at the very least you'll have people there that you'll like, you know. So it's a social place regardless.
That's true. You learn a lot.
Even if it's not from the teachers.
That's true. But you still do learn. But yeah, that's the end of the interview. Did you like the interview?
No, but it was good.
Okay. Okay then. Bye-bye.